Now put your hands together for the next speaker of this period, Mark Cupido.
I had to wipe my feet because today I am just dripping with knowledge and insight. So put on your metaphorical ponchos because you're about to get soaked. And unlike SeaWorld, it's not just the people in the front row. All right, are you guys ready to make some noise? Well, that's unfortunate because then you wouldn't be able to hear me, you know. It's my turn to talk, I wrote something, and if you don't think you can behave yourself, maybe you should go in the hall. So I'm a senior this year, and I've been thinking a lot about the future, because here's the thing. Whether I like it or not, it's coming. It's on its way now. And one thing that I find really helpful when looking towards the future is famous quotes and metaphors, like, when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. However, I disagree with this quote with the conviction and hubris of 4 Greek emperors. This quote may have been all right when it was said, but it does not meet up with the standards of today. It's just so unimaginative, you know, when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. What else are you gonna make, cheesecake? Of course. Life hands you lemons, you could make lemonade, that's a given. But you have to be an innovator to make it in today's society. Just look at Steve Jobs. When life handed him apples, did he make apple juice? No, he made computers. And now look at him, he's a billionaire, the CEO of a very successful corporation, Apple Computers. You may have heard of some of their products. And if he had listened to this quote, he'd be out of business today because he would have lost all of his customers to Mott's. Let's face it, they've got the Apple market cornered. This quote also gives a false sense of security. When life hands you lemons. Well, let me tell you, life is not handing anything out. This isn't some charity, and we're not in Russia. You shouldn't just wait around. You shouldn't just wait around for peapod.com to come with your lemons. You have to go out there into the world, and then the lemons will come. But once you get the lemons, don't just make lemonade. Don't you see that once you make lemonade, you'll still have the pulp and the rind of the lemon left over? That's like 90% of the lemon. And you're just gonna throw that away? That is a waste of a beautiful gift. You could make lemon pie with it, or lemon zest, or some sort of modern art. I mean, anything is art nowadays. Now, I don't like lemons, so what I would do is I would sell the lemons to someone else at a higher cost than they came to me, than life gave them to me, and invest that money in Google. I'd make a lot more money than if I just made lemonade, and that's about $50 a glass. What are you gonna do with that? Whatever you do, don't listen to visionless people who tell you to make lemonade. You need ingenuity and creativity to survive. Another problem I have with this quote is that life is probably not gonna give you lemons. You know, like, that was just an example. I'd hate for you to stock up on lemon peelers and lemon squeezers and lemon juicers, only to be stuck with a pile of oranges, because life could give you oranges. I mean, you could use a lemon squeezer to work with an orange, but in the end you just end up with egg on your face, or in this case, orange on your face, and that's citrus, it burns. Now, if you do get oranges though, I would suggest making orange juice, because, I mean, you drink a glass of that in the morning, you'll feel refreshed, confident, glowing, just ready to hit the job scene and turn some heads. And what about the tomato? Is that a fruit or a vegetable? I mean, would life try to pull a fast one on you like that? It seems so cruel. I mean, the only thing a tomato is good for is making a BT sandwich. And there's no L in that because I don't like lettuce. Let me explain why. In the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve, you know, if you believe in that, I certainly would want to impose my beliefs on anybody, no matter how correct they are. They used leaves or lettuce as clothing. And now today we eat it as food. In the future, will we be eating clothes, polyester? Is that the way society is moving? Because if it is, I will have no part in it. Nobody's taking the shirt off my back just so they can jam it down their throats. I guess what I'm trying to say is that all of this has been a metaphor or a motif for something much bigger, life. Life can throw you any which way, and it's never certain. And don't just make the best with what you have and try to be happy by doing things to forget that you're unhappy. Make the best with what you don't have and actually be happy. Turn this lazy philosophy on its head, and instead of settling for what life gives you, take what you want from life, where somebody else does, or it'll be gone. And that's the secret to happiness that the people who make tissues don't want you to know. For those of you who have been doing homework for the past 5 minutes, well, you're screwed. Good luck. Thank you.